Hello everyone, here we have another Magic the Gathering Old School deck touch, an archetype that was missing, Stasis. This is a deck that most players hate, especially playing against it. Anyway, it's legal, this means it's not broken, it would be banned otherwise, so you have to be prepared to play against it, and sometimes you might be the one using it. How does it work? You want to play Stasis and create an asymmetry, so your opponent will not untap and you will. Mostly you want to lock them, so you keep them locked for as long as necessary to win thanks to Black Vise. Plus Howling Mine. The first thing you need to know when you plan on using Stasis is whether Time Vault is restricted or not. Time Vault is part of the infamous Turbo Stasis deck. These two cards are great together. When your opponent taps out, or when you use Power Sink, or mana short in sideboard games, you play Stasis, so you will lock them. Then you skip your turn in order to untap Mana Vault. They take their turn, they can do nothing, because they don't have mana. Then it's your turn. When it's your turn, you have no problem sacrificing Stasis, because at this point you're going to tap Mana Vault for an extra turn and tap everything, play another copy of Stasis, so your opponent is locked again. So in other words, Time Vault is like a reset or a boomerang that you can play in advance. So these three are the cards that enable your untap. End of turn, boomerang, obviously reset, or Mana Vault. Tabernacle at the Black Vise is another great card in this archetype. It deals with creatures. Power Seek is a counter magic that sets things up, so there are some nice synergies. This is the monoblue list. I don't think you need to make things too much complicated with Twiddle or Copy Artifact, Transmute Artifact, Prison strategies like Winter Orb, Icy Manipulator, Relic Barrier. I'd look at this deck as a combo deck, so for Stasis, for Time Vault, for Boomerang, and these are the core of the deck, the combo. A Boomerang can bounce your opponent's stuff too, even lands. For Howling Mine, which is the next mandatory card for this strategy. Fast mana is always nice, so power 9 cards. Blue deck has blue power 9 cards, Sol Ring, Chaos Orb, and restricted blue cards as well. So Recall, Brain Geyser, and Mana Drain. More counter magic, 4 counter spell, 2 Power Sink. Then your finisher, 3 copies of Black Vise, 1 Library of Alexandria, 1 Strip Mine, and Islands. So very simple, no situational cards. Again, Twiddle, Relic Barrier, Icy Manipulator. This deck is as linear as possible. The sideboard is simple as well. 3 Ivory Tower, 2 City in a Bottle, another copy of Tabernacle at the Black Vise, and 1 Maze of Ith will stop burn strategies and creature decks. 1 Control Magic, your best answer to Serra Angel. 3 Blue Elemental Blast and 2 Flash Counter for Counter Wars. 2 Mana Short is the card that you want to play in the end of turn against blue decks. And if you don't want Control Magic, you may use another copy of Maze of Ith. So if Time Vault is restricted, I would just replace it with Transmute Artifact. Budget version, this is where you have room for the Prison package, for Stasis, for Boomerang, for Reset, for Counterspell 2 Power Sink, 1 Sol Ring, 4 Howling Mine, 3 Relic Barrier, 3 Winter Orb, 1 Icy Manipulator. Then 3 Ivory Tower, buying time against creature decks, and burn as well. For Black Vise, the finisher, 2 copy Artifact, so you can copy either Ivory Tower or Black Vise depending on what you need, possibly Icy Manipulator or just your opponent's stuff. Finally, 21 Island and 1 Strip Mine. The sideboard is similar. Time Elemental joins the list. It can bounce Stasis at the end of turn or Winter Orb. So, sideboard, 2 Maze of Ith, 1 Ivory Tower, 1 Library of Land, 2 Time Elemental, 2 Control Magic, 3 Blue Elemental Blast, and 2 Flash Counter, 2 2 mana short. Unsummon is an option. It is sometimes used in the main deck. So that's it for monoblue Stasis. Blue-white and blue-green variants are going to follow. Thanks for watching.